Hey Chris, I just wanted to give you some feedback and my kind of top of the mind thoughts on Lighthouse metrics. Overall, I mean, this is a really nice looking site. It reminds me of Google. It has a real clean look. I always love a site that's using Tailwind. So I mean, overall, this looks really nice. Typography is good. Font choices are nice. Like spacing, all that stuff is really good. Like using icons in an appropriate size. There's really just two or three little things that I would do, and I mean, it might be more personal preference, but just this is kind of what I'm thinking. Uh, since most of the content is just words, I would tweak some of the words. So, like grammatically speaking, there's a couple things that are kind of like pet peeves of mine, and one of those is like these short punctuated statements, like "make your site fast" for everyone, like these broken up statements that kind of like feel like how you're trying to say something dramatically. I think just removing all those and just using like plain English just actually reads a whole lot nicer and like less sensational, a little bit more like honest and conversational. So I think that's something that I would recommend doing. Also with this main H1, global performance insights, not a complete statement, powered by Lighthouse, also not a complete sentence. So you have these two independent thoughts, and they're just, kind of like that dramatic, like in a world sort of thing, which isn't really necessary. So what I did is kind of rewrote some of your content. I have it in a second tab here, and I'll show you that in a second. I'll just kind of go through the other thing. I think what might look good here is like this vector Lighthouse looks really nice in this small size. This is perfect. But here in the hero, it feels a little bit like under detailed for the size. So I would recommend getting an upscale, like more detailed vector Lighthouse here, and just something, like Free Pick has free vectors, like something like, pull this out or this thing, or, one of these, tweak it a little bit in Illustrator if you need to, or hire someone to do something a little bit, more unique with more detail, and just like drop that in there. I think that would probably make a huge difference. You may, add a little bit texture in the background or something. Like you could play around with that. Or the other thing you could do is add a little bit of visual, humor or Easter egginess. Like maybe there's like a dude in the lighthouse, or something climbing on the lighthouse, or maybe some tentacles like in the water in the background coming out. I don't know, just something to just give it a little bit more of a unique, personality. I think that's those two things, like some content tweaks, a little bit of change on this hero, and like boom, you're good to go. So I'll just go through real quick, like kind of the content changes. So I would make this one sentence: global performance insights powered by Lighthouse, and it's not title case because it's not like a proper noun. And then like this sentence here, or this intro paragraph: Lighthouse metrics give you an easy way to get insights for your site, save time, and run tests from multiple locations to get valuable insights, blah, 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 blah. Lighthouse Metrics provides an easy insights for your site's performance. Will save you time. This is why you're using this instead of Lighthouse by itself, right? By running tests from multiple locations to get you the valuable insight you need. So, small tweaks. Then down here, let's see if I can get these lined up so we can tab back and forth. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, this way. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so I kind of took your little H2 or 3 or whatever this is and combined it with this, second half of the statement. And we have make your site fast for everyone, test your site globally, powered by Lighthouse. And then I just kind of rewrote. These were kind of all saying the same thing mostly. Like, the thing that this does is run it from multiple locations. But make your site fast for everyone. Running Lighthouse from your own computer won't give you the most accurate results. See how your site performs from different locations at a glance. Okay, that's pretty good. You can just tweak with that, but something more like that I think reads, get useful insights for your page. Running Lighthouse from your computer probably is not enough. Probably not enough what? Just try to be a little more clear. Then this next one, test your site globally. Reports from 6 locations to get a better overview of how fast it is. And then it's like, enter your site's URL and see how fast your page is. This is kind of like see how fast your page is, see how fast your page is. I think just kind of removing the redundancy. And it's just, we'll collect performance data on your site from 6 different regions to give you the best view of how fast it is, how it really is in the real world, something like that. And then powered by Lighthouse. And I just kind of reworked this to keep it a little more, condensed, like 3 lines. They're all just 3 lines. All metrics are collected by Lighthouse, an open source website performance testing tool and built and maintained by Google. You can do like thanks Google there at the end. That's it. I honestly wouldn't change anything else. Make it work, and maybe as this grows, change these links. I always kind of find it weird when it's like a 1-page site and the nav just jumps you down the page. It's a little bit weird, but not a big deal. You can leave it. It's not. I don't think it's going to bother anybody. So there you go. Hope that helps.